My faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior.
Hi everyone, welcome to Trinity Love Tuesday for this week. And today I want to talk a little bit about cheat days. So typically when you hear the term cheat days, it's sometimes a day set aside that people choose to just eat whatever. There's no rules, there's no boundaries, there's nothing. Some people do a full cheat day, some people just do cheat meal. Whatever it is, it's just no rules and you just do whatever. So when we're talking about physical health, you are actively eating things that you know aren't the best for your body. And even like a whole day of it. It's one thing for a meal, which is bad enough, but a whole day of just eating whatever. So I would just like to expand that idea and really challenge us to think about what that actually means overall. For those of you who do it, I personally am not a fan. I don't know if you could hear from the tone of my voice or the fact that I'm doing video on it. But if you have been learning how to treat your body well, learning how to nourish it in the way that best satisfies it to give you energy and fuel you to make it through life, then my question is, why would you cheat on something that's doing well for you? And of course, I'm going to get into expanding that because I want to talk about spiritual health and mental health as well. But yeah, the concept, I just don't know. When it comes to eating and treating our body well, if something's going good, you know that whatever you're eating, whatever lifestyle diet that you have is good for you, why cheat from it? So then that takes me to cravings, because I think sometimes we feel like, oh, well, I'm craving this. And so if I just, every Saturday I can eat whatever I want and then I'll get back on track. Or maybe you had a cheat week or a cheat month or all of 2018 was a cheat. And then your New Year's resolution for 2019 was that you was going, get it together and go back to only Saturday cheat days or whatever the case is. My question is, why and for what? One of the main problems with cheat days is that you have trained your body to digest and intake a certain type of nourishment and a certain level of what you need. And then you spend an entire day doing everything against what you've taught your body to do all throughout the week. So not only is your body not going to digest the food the same, it's not going to be well for your overall journey because, for one, all the food typically is probably not going to get out of your system by the end of that day, because typically what you're eating is probably stuff that is probably not going to be best for your digestion. So it's going to be, y'all know, a lot going on. So now let's say Saturday was your cheat day. So now you're paying for it, still on Sunday and maybe even Monday, because depending on what you ate, it might need some time to get on through. So now your body is sitting on that. And then if you eat things, if you read some of the ingredients and some of the things that some of us like to eat, if you're eating plastic and poison, those aren't even going to digest by the next day or the next day. Certain things, first of all, plastic. Read your ingredients, y'all. Plastic, poison, those things our body doesn't recognize. And they can't even digest at all, period. So that's just going to sit up in you until it comes out in a detrimental way. So, I'm trying not to go too much on a rant because I can really go. As y'all know, I can really go. I cut these videos real short, but I could really go. But it just doesn't logically make sense to me. So moving forward, and again, if it makes sense to you, that is awesome. Please leave in the comment section how it makes sense to you, and maybe you can educate me on something that I'm missing from the concept, because from what I've gathered and my own experience of experiencing with cheat days or cheat meals and research, it just doesn't really make too much sense to me. But again, I haven't researched every single thing in the whole world. Nobody has. So please enlighten me if there is something I don't know about it or something that's beneficial from that. So I'm just speaking on my experience of what I know now. I haven't found any benefits of doing something like that. What I have found to be beneficial is if it is something that isn't harmful or detrimental to your body, but also something that you just shouldn't eat a whole lot of every day, because too much of anything can be damaging. I mean, you can drown yourself by drinking too much water, which it would take a huge amount, and nobody actually can drink that amount regularly. So drink your water. Please drink enough. But what I'm saying is that water is good for you. It's great for you. One of the best things for you. But if you drunk too much of that, that could even kill you. You really could drown yourself. So what I'm saying is, I think sugar is a good example. Pure sugar, not bleached white sugar. Pure sugar from the sugar cane that is not altered or with no preservatives in it is still okay, or even sugar from fruit. These are sugars that are okay, but still too much of it. Think about if you just ate fruit all day. That's too much sugar. That's not your full amount of nutrients that you need for the day, so that would still be bad. But fruit itself is okay in small doses. So have a little bit of fruit every day. Your little 2 to 3 servings if you want to go by the little food pyramid. Or sugar, putting some sugar in your tea or in your coffee or whatever else you want to do in small doses. It's much better to get small doses of things than to dedicate a full day or a full moment to eating. Like, I'm going to eat 6 donuts. It's my cheat day. This is my cheat meal. I'm going to eat half of a pizza, I'm going to drink 5 sodas, I'm going to eat 3 donuts. Like, maybe not in all one setting, but maybe that's your plan for the entire day. Your body is going haywire. It makes no sense. It just makes absolutely no sense. And I'm not trying to that's what I feel like I'm doing, but I'm just reminding myself and trying to encourage others that just treat your body well consistently. So your body consistently every day needs vegetables, and a lot of them. You need fiber, you need calcium, you need your vitamins, you need water. More water than anything else. So do that every day, regardless. So if you are still hung on the concept of cheat days, maybe an example would be a burger. I guess a beef burger. There's a lot of different types of burgers. And this video is not going to go into meat and what that is. That can be another video, because it's a lot of controversy between meat and what's healthy, and then there's the Bible. So there's that. So when we're going to talk about a burger, so eating a burger every day, depending on how you make the burger, the ingredients, what kind of bread you're using, all that may not be the healthiest to do every day. So I wouldn't consider taking this type of burger and dedicating it to one day. I'm just going to eat this, the sloppiest burger I can think of on Saturday along with my pizza or along with whatever. How about do your research and find a healthier way to have that burger? And then you can have that burger any day. Still don't have it every day. You shouldn't really have anything every day besides certain types of vegetables and a certain amount of fruit and water all the time. And then your grains for your fiber. Those are the only things that should be every day all the time. And still within moderation, depending on what is in each thing and how they are prepared and all of that. So again, I'm not trying to get in a super rant on these little side notes, but in general, find a healthier way to do the things that you feel like you need to splurge on, so then you can just have them throughout. If you do research and figure out a healthier burger that can still, I promise y'all, there is so much out there that can still satisfy you, satisfy your taste buds. It'll definitely satisfy your body if it's a healthier version, but can really satisfy your taste buds, then you can have it for whenever. So you don't have to be looking for a certain day and then just go all out and splurge and be wild with it and really damage your body in that way. I just really want to encourage us to find ways to be consistent with treating our body well, because that is what we are called to do. Our body's a temple. We need to put into it things that really, really, really nourish us consistently. That's the same thing. If we want to talk about spiritual health and the spiritual aspects of our bodies, we decide, okay, we're having our relationship with God on the regular, whatever our devotional time is, whatever we do throughout the day, every day. But no, Saturday gonna be my cheat day. I'm gonna go ahead and wild out and intentionally sin all day on that day. Do that make sense? For someone who's actually walking with Christ, and who has a relationship with him daily throughout the day, does it make sense to dedicate a day to intentionally sin? No. I don't think, it doesn't make sense to me. Again, if it makes sense to you, let me know, enlighten me. But it doesn't make sense. And so no one would think that. We all have sinned and fallen short, and we're all going to be slip-ups. But there is a huge difference between deciding to intentionally sin and falling and slipping up. It's a huge difference. So that is the same concept of a cheat day. I'm not saying that eating like trash food is necessarily a sin, but if you have done your research and God has specifically called you to eat certain things, and you decide to eat something that is not what he's called you to eat, that would be sin. But that's just, maybe another story for another day. Let me know if that's making sense, because I'm really trying to, just make this connection. Then if we want to also connect with mental health, if you know the ways that gives you clarity, that calms you down, that is really nourishing to your mental health and your self-care, and you choose a day to do everything opposite from the coping skills that you have learned to nourish yourself well, to nourish your mind well, would that make sense? It would not. So again, I'm just talking about my experience and what I've encountered. If you have found that makes sense to you in some way, enlighten me, because I do like to learn. I don't come on here feeling like I have the answers, because I never do. I just want to encourage you in ways that I've been encouraged, and things that I've learned, and things that I'm still learning. Like, the concept of cheat days has really always been an issue for me, but I wasn't as deep into treating my body like a temple as I was before. But I would dedicate certain days to eat certain things, or break a diet on a Saturday, or only eat certain things between Monday through Friday, then do whatever on the weekend. I just encourage you to explore that. And maybe you don't call it a cheat day. Maybe it's, I don't eat meat Monday through Friday, but on the weekends I can eat meat. Figure out, if you haven't already, the reasoning for that, and if you think that's the best for your body. If your body is getting used to no meat all throughout the week, and then you give it a whole bunch of meat on the weekend, you are confusing it. That's just the best way, without using all the medical terms that I'm not savvy with. It's confusing it. It would be better, not almost, it would be better to give it a little bit of meat just periodically throughout the whole week, instead of dedicating a full day or full days to giving your body something it's either not used to or it's not good for it. So, and I also want to make that very clear. There's a difference between feeding your body something that's clear crap and trash, and feeding your body something that is okay in moderation. So again, sugar, specifically sugar from fruits and pure cane sugar, it's not harmful in small doses and done well. But it can be harmful depending if you have too much of it. Even healthy sugar from fruit can be harmful. Hope that is clear. But I think that is all I wanted to touch on. Yeah, I think that is all I want to talk about today. Feel free to leave a comment if you all want to join the discussion and let me know your feelings about this, so we can have a dialogue. I would love to hear from you all. So thank you all so much for watching, and remember to love always. Bye. I am yours and you mine.